So first, before I go on to my account, I'm gonna be grinding on a friend's account to like unlock waypoints, maybe level up some characters, definitely do daily commission. I can't unlock the entire map for them because that's how far back they are. Wait, what is that? I just looked up there. The AR rank is also pretty low. It's at 30. Well, I guess it's not that low. So kind of have a limited workspace. But I can at least grind them wishes.
I didn't know you were such a...
Shut up! They were able to get Cookie Shinobu from pulling, but I can't get to Inazuma, so I can't level it up. I'm gonna decide if I want to try and go for Dragon Spine or not, because I know that's gonna be one of the biggest challenges. And I'm going to focus on Liyue first. Before they gave me their account login to do this for them, I led them on a journey, had them walk all the way on foot through Liyue, through Sumeru, through the desert, to Natlan, at least to this far, and then I had them ice bridge all the way from the edge of Natlan around here to this part of Nagrai, and then I was like, okay, don't worry, I can handle the rest. And we were luckily able to use the boat at the edge of Sumeru to get to Fontaine. I have some nutter butter bites. So if you hear me chewing, it's because I'm finishing off the bag. I don't use Kukinishinobu on my own account. Nor do I use Zhongli, because I have, like, other characters. But I'm making do with what I've got here on this one.
Freeze!
Lightning, purify! Stand with me! Lola, get them!
Dodge this! This one will be frozen! Germinate! Cool it! Fascinating.
Dude, it's a dog. You're gonna live. Oh, it's over there. Whoa.
Freeze! Scatter!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
My original plan for the day was, let's see, I got up, I ate some breakfast. My cousin made really good chicken spaghetti, so I ate some of that. And then my grandma's like, do you have plans for the day? And I'm like, not yet. Why? She's like, can you mow the front yard before it rains? Sure, I can do that. I haven't done that in a while. So I did that. I got most of the yard. I got as much as I could before I almost lost my mind from the wind blowing grass in my eyes. Then I went inside and I finished the documentary I was watching. I'll tell you about the documentary in a minute. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired. This energy drink hasn't kicked in yet. I need to activate it by taking a nap. That's my logic, because I have a sleep disorder. So I set a timer for an hour. I was like, alright. And then the timer went off an hour later, and I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm going back to bed. And then I wake up another hour later. I'm like, oh. I guess I could look at the app now. Because I was going to do DoorDash after. Because I need money. And then the app is like, oh, all the spots are full right now. You can claim one for later. Like, ugh. What my hope is that by the time the dinner rush rolls around, the base pay for earn by time won't be just a fucking heap of $12 per hour. Because I barely get enough as it is. I need to do another 100 deliveries to get rid of not one, but 2 contract violations that I now have. The first one still hasn't gone away from stuff that I had no control over. The second one, also stuff that I had no control over. I sent in a dispute. I offered photographic proof that I had taken because I know you gotta take pictures of these things or people will screw you over. And guess what? Dispute rejected. I'm like, oh my god, DoorDash is run by demons or something. I don't know. How did I get this thing? What happened was I had a stacked order for 2 different people that both live equally very far away. I'm not saying where. But the first order, the app glitched. I lost cell service. I managed to drop off the order with no problem. I had the second order for the other person in a giant red insulated bag. I got off too. That thing is huge. It takes up the whole front seat of my car. So the other order was still warm. The first order, the customer got the food just fine. I'm like sitting lost in this rural fancy house, big house neighborhood in the middle of nowhere. I have no cell service. I took screenshots of both my loss of service and of the app saying we can't connect. Just give us a minute. We can't connect. Try again later. So I was unable to mark the delivery as completed for a while, and then I got a call from the DoorDash bot being like, hey, we noticed you've been taking a while on this order. Do you need help? It's like, yes. I have no service. I lost cell service. Can you please mark the delivery as completed, but don't let it affect my time. I was very specific on that, because they don't care. They will mark that shit as late, and they did. And then the issue with the second order, not only was it late, but then the directions of the map took me into somebody's private driveway with grass so high it reached above my knees. I'm not tall, but I'm not like short either. That grass was freaking tall. I'm pretty sure I scratched up the underside of my car. And I drive a really small car. I had to call the customer and get directions from them, because it didn't even take me to their house. It took me to somebody else's house way behind a bunch of wooded area with a blocked gate and stuff. Like, oh lord. And then I finally get to their house and their driveway is so bumpy. My car, I'm pretty sure I got airtime driving down their driveway. Like, oh, this is not okay. This is, oh no. So then the next day I get the email saying, it's like, you received contract violation for batched order for being late by like way too fucking long. Like, this is not even my fault. Because I explained in great detail what went wrong, how I literally had no way of fixing it on my own. I offered up screenshots as proof. And my dispute was rejected like that. Like, they didn't even look at it. Like, they just fed it through a bot or something. Like, I'm almost willing to call DoorDash and scream at them. My conflicting personality with social anxiety. Half of me wants to scream in their faces to fix their bullshit system, and the other half of me is like, oh god, I don't want a confrontation. No. And then apparently I found out later by somebody on Reddit sharing DoorDash information that apparently when you sign up for DoorDash Crimson, which gives you the red card, not the one you use to pay for orders, but the one that you can use to access your friends early and immediately, they're supposed to give you a $200 bonus. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my $200 bonus? No one said anything to me. And then more DoorDash bullshit. They changed services and stuff again. And so ratings have gone up either up or down or whatever. So statuses, like you gotta have this high of a rating for platinum and gold and silver and whatever. Thankfully, I still have my gold rating, but now working up to platinum is gonna be even harder. It's like, oh my gosh. If I get another contract violation for stupid bullshit I have no control over, I'm thinking about leaving DoorDash entirely and going over to Uber Eats and Grubhub because this is so much bullshit. It's like, in the past, I used to have not great views on Goodwill because I had heard about how their CEO in the past was like literally stealing money from employees and stuff. And then through the Department of Rehabilitation Services, when they were trying to help me get a job, they were like, okay, what we're gonna do is this service thing where you're gonna learn how to keep a job by working at Goodwill. I'm like, oh fuck, are you serious? And they're like, we know your views on Goodwill are bad, but that was a long time ago. Just do the job. Working at Goodwill, it was okay. I started off at a regular location, doing, like working the back, hanging up clothes, sorting stuff, all that stuff. Apparently, I was the only person that could, tag clothes to put out on the floor the fastest. I was rolling out entire racks before they could finish hanging up and sorting through the good clothes. They're like, oh, oops. They're like, how do you do this? And I'm like, I find music and I zone out, but I kind of just, my body just goes on autopilot. And the logical functions of my brain, they just focus on, okay, this is a kid's shirt, okay, this is size 14, okay, this is a medium price, that kind of stuff. And then I got moved up to the e-commerce place. It's the place where when they get in the good stuff, they take pictures of it and then they list it online. Benefits of working in e-commerce, you got to see the stuff before it went online, so you knew if you wanted something or not. I got a lot of squishmallows that way. I had a point, I was going somewhere with this. I think if I was offered to work there again, I would take different hours, because I am not a morning person at all. Like, dude, you can't even get me out of bed at 8 a.m. without some kind of issue. My hypersomnia is just that bad. And then it was also kind of a way that I was just let go. Apparently, the program would only go on for so long, and they didn't tell me the exact date that they would let me go. So my boss, she was like, okay, this is your last day. You can't come back. I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, your program ended. You can't come back. Bye. I was like, oh. Me being the socially anxious person I am, I picked up my stuff and I left, and I didn't say goodbye to anybody because I was especially tired that day. Then I went back to doing DoorDash after that. Still looking for a job. I might just keep doing independent contractor jobs until I get like the ultimate goal is a remote job, because autism, anxiety, sleeping disorders, I got a lot of shit. I got a lot of mental shit, I got a lot of physical shit. I mean, I can still walk, I still drive, that's fine. But I'm not exactly in the best shape. It does just start raining. Oh, wait, there's the thing I was looking for. Yes, it is already. Ideally, what would be best for me...
Did I leave my apron outside to dry?
Shut up. Ideally, what would be best for me is if I
The rain
could...
has stopped. Come with me. Let's pick some matsutake.
Oh my god, she just doesn't stop talking. Ideally, what would be best for me is if I could have a stay-at-home... Shut the fuck up! If I could have a remote job where I still get money and I still can help people, make them smile, stuff like that. I have a degree in computer coding. I need to look into more jobs for that, because previously in the job market for that, it's like, oh, we're looking for people with a bachelor degree or experience. And it's like, how the fuck am I gonna get hired if nobody wants... It was this whole loop of, we want experience. Okay, well, I can't get experience until people hire me. It's like, we won't hire you until you get experience. It's like, do you hear yourself? Nobody's gonna hire me without experience, but I can't get experience until somebody hires me. But I think now the job market might be a little bit more lenient in that regard. I still need to look at it again. But then also with all the VTuber stuff, I definitely want to make that a really good source of income. I do have, like, the model that I use right now, I made that model myself. The horn, the tails, whatever. I have at least two or three other models that I've made myself that I'm currently offering up for sale.
You don't need an umbrella. Just pick up the pace.
I applied to be an art vendor for an online My Little Pony convention, and if that goes through, if my application goes through, then you'll get to see the models in that. If not, that's fine, it's whatever. But I'll still offer the models for sale. And then I have a booth store where I started offering, like, Vroid accessories that I made myself. I forget what else I was gonna say. Kind of went off on a tangent. Didn't mean to do that. One of the places I worked at in the past, might as well say what it is. I mean, the place is closed down. It's gone. It don't exist anymore. It was called the Popcorn Place or Palace. I still have trouble with spelling stuff, so I don't know which one it was. They would make all different kinds of flavors of popcorn. Apparently, they also made a bit of fudge, but I never understood that part, and I didn't get far enough to help make that either. The original guy that hired me, he was okay. His daughter hired me. I was like, oh, this is nice. I worked there for maybe 1 or 2 months before they suddenly brought in this new manager lady that you could tell by the way that she looked at me. I think she had something against me personally. I don't know. I don't much care. My main goal was just getting the job done. I was still socially awkward. This was before all the Goodwill stuff. I always brought my iPad there because I was working on art commissions, and they made a rule that you cannot touch your iPad until you literally have nothing else left to do. And I always made sure I did everything else, and then when I was on my break, then I would use my iPad. This lady, this new manager lady, either no one told her or she didn't give a shit. She saw me on my iPad once when I was on my break. She's like, pretty sure she snobbed or something. She didn't like that. And then one day, I was in the back cleaning the bathroom because she told me to. Like, no one had ever told me to do that before. I didn't even know we had a bathroom. It was employees only. It was just a small room with a toilet and sink. And she comes to the back. She says, "Yeah, so I'm gonna have to just let you go. I need you to go home now and don't come back." I'm like, "Am I being fired?" She's like, "Yeah, we're letting you go." And I asked her why. She's like, "I can't tell you why. Just see you later." I was beyond devastated. My brain, I have a hard time understanding things. People need to be more clear with me. People need to be very specific. I need context. I need details. I need you to talk to me like I have no idea what I'm doing, because half the time I don't. She didn't tell me anything. My parents were living in a camper at the time. They were between houses. I went back to the camper. I face planted on the bed and I sobbed, and my mom's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "They just fired me for no reason. They won't tell me why." I tried contacting the original boss. I tried contacting the lady that hired me, his daughter. I tried contacting the manager. Nobody would return my calls or texts. Nothing. It's like they blocked me completely. Now I realize that's a red flag, that they know what the fuck they did. I was so upset that I reported them to the Better Business Bureau, and at first my mom's like, "Don't do that, you're gonna get them in trouble." It's like, dude, they fired me without even telling me why. I want answers. So then finally, we got the Department for Rehabilitation Services involved, and they got us to sit down over a phone call conference, and they finally got the people to explain why they fired me. And they said, "No, she wasn't following directions." They made up lies about me. They said I wasn't following directions, which I was. I was always asking, "What can I do?" And they said I was always on my iPad. It was like, I only went on my iPad during breaks and when I was allowed to. It was this manager lady that was saying all these things. And you could tell by the look on my mom's face that she wasn't sure who to believe. It's like, this is not fair. This was years ago, by the way. The place isn't there anymore, which is a shame, because I really did like the fried pickle flavored popcorn. But, after the day that they just let me go and fired me without telling me why, I avoided that place like the plague. Anytime I had to drive down the street that place was on, I would stare at it with big, ungodly, nervous eyes, and then look straight at the road like, drive. I've worked for GameStop more than once, but
The rain has stopped. Come with me. Let's pick some
shut
mozzarella.
up. Unless it depends on who is the manager at the location you're gonna work at. Honestly, from personal experience, don't work there. I have nothing against the company. It's just the first time I worked there, it was right before they were gonna file for bankruptcy, I think. And it was for seasonal. It was for like help with Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then in January, they just suddenly they stopped giving me the schedule. They didn't tell me anything. I had to go in and say, "Hey, I haven't like received any news or anything." They're like, "Oh yeah, we let you go. It was never permanent." It's like, "Were you gonna tell me this?" They're like, "No, we don't have to." Okay. Yeah. And then the other issue with the first time working there was I don't know if they had issues with their bank account, or if it was other people were getting the same thing, or if it was literally just me, but it took them forever to pay me just the first time. I had to wait like way longer than anyone should legally. I think my mom was very concerned at that time. And then the second time I worked for GameStop a couple years later, it was also a seasonal thing. And yet again, when it was time to let me go, they didn't tell me. They just let me go without telling me, like automatically assuming I knew or something. So that's my main issue. If you ever work for GameStop, you have to ask these things, because they ain't gonna tell you shit. And you gotta make sure they actually pay you, because they'll either forget or they'll be like, oh, we've been having problems with the bank, the payment's not going through. It's like, where's my money? I need this. I have bills to pay. I have a stomach that needs food. I need money. Give me my fucking money. I worked for this. Working at GameStop, it was fun. Apparently, the manager at that time, from the first time years ago, like back before COVID, I didn't know this at the time. I don't think any of us did, except for the assistant manager at the time. He actually broke a couple of rules. There was this, not to reveal a big secret here, but there was this bottom drawer behind the counter that employees, if they wanted to buy something for themselves for later, they could save it in there, kind of hide it, and then come back and purchase it. I don't think you're actually supposed to do that. So, we did that because that was what our manager told us to do. Yeah, I don't think you're actually supposed to do that. Another thing he did was, he noticed that I loved My Little Pony, and he wanted our team to be like a really great team. So he bought this Dungeons and Dragons and My Little Pony set of figurines, and I still have the one he gave me. He's like, alright, this is what we are. We're a team. And I picked out the druid pony, he picked out like the rogue, I don't know who else picked out what. We all had our own little pony figure of what we represented on the team. I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, cool. This was what I figured or thought that working at places was gonna be like, because I was still learning this kind of stuff. I have autism, so my development is a little bit delayed, further behind other people. So if he taught me something about the workforce, I took it to heart, and I thought, that's how it's gonna be in the workforce. Not everything is that way. No. No. Then I went back a few years later, and I'm like, is this guy here? And I saw the assistant manager, who I remember, he's like, no, that guy actually got fired. I'm like, oh. Yeah, anyway.
If there's nothing better to do,
Yeah. Whatever job I eventually manage to get in the future, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure they can't screw me over. No offense to future employers. I'm just so fed up with past bullshit. Like, you gotta know that I'm gonna be very upfront and forwards. It might offend you, and if it does, 1, this is the real world, not fantasy. 2, you're not gonna get much better than this. At least you don't have a psychopath. Sorry for the ranting. I guess this is what happens when you don't have a therapist. I'm like, why don't you have a therapist? I'm like, I don't think my family really believes in them unless they're specifically Christian. Which, yeah, that's a red flag. I had, asked about therapy at one time in the past, and my mom was like, we will find you a therapist. They just have to be specifically Christian. They can't be atheist or whatever else. It's like, at one point I can understand why they would say that, but on the other hand, a specifically Christian therapist means a biased therapist. They're not gonna get to the root of the problem in a healthy way. They're gonna say, oh, well, you just need to pray it over. Which, you know, Christians, it's like, of course, pray. Yeah, no, that's good, but you can't be real sincere. You can't pray everything away. My mom prayed over my ear last night because it still hurts to the point that earwax is no longer the main issue. Whatever it is, we don't know yet. But earwax does not cause this kind of pain. And she prayed it over. The pain is a little bit better, but it's still persistent. It doesn't hurt at the moment, but I know it will eventually come back. It's like in those TV shows or something. It's like, I don't understand. I kept praying and praying, God, why didn't you heal my son? And then God's response is, I gave you the doctors. I led you to the doctors that could heal your son, but you kept turning them away. You're not supposed to do everything on your own. I could get into more, but I don't want to offend people, especially the Jehovah's Witnesses. I respect them. That is a lifestyle I would never have the courage to live, or the patience. The Jehovah's Witnesses, please don't open my door, but I respect the dedication you have.
Dodge this.
That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to offend anybody or say things that can be taken out of context.
Our bond is strong. You're toast.
Sometimes I wonder where I would be now in life if I was raised differently, if I actually had a choice in religion as a kid. Because believe you me, I did not. I was raised into the church. I was raised as, you're gonna be Christian, you're gonna follow God, you're gonna do all these things that we tell you, good parents punish their kids, we're not abusing you, we're allowed to spank you, all this blah 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 blah. Level with you here. I was actually abused a little. But it's the kind of abuse that for Christians and other Jesus following people, it's like, that's not abuse, that's just parenting. That's just good parenting. But, oh yeah, because great parenting is literally bending your child over bare butt and slapping your hand across their behind, or using a wooden spoon because they disobeyed. Like, oh yeah, that's great parenting. They're totally gonna learn. I didn't learn shit. All I learned was that my parents hated me.
Scatter.
I gotta drink some water. I got a little too heated. But it's also just hot in general. People that have seen some of my streams in the oh my god, let me up. You've probably seen me burp. I fart a lot, mostly burp. I have gastrointestinal issues. I thought my body's just built weird or whatever. Well, actually, people with autism are more likely to have some kind of bodily issue, whether that be pooping issues, stomach issues. Mine is, I guess I have a lot of air trapped down there. I always burp, even from drinking water. I'll chug some water and then I'll belch like I just drank a gallon of soda. I also have a dairy allergy that surprisingly wasn't present when I was younger. I used to eat, when I was a kid, I was a toddler, I would eat Frosted Mini Wheats all the time. I was like, I love this cereal. And then I get older, and I'm in, like, the double digits. I'm almost to my 20s. It's like, what? Why am I choking on eggs? Apparently, I can't have dairy without my esophagus swelling shut. Like, what is this? I don't remember if it's called EOE or EOS. But basically, like any food allergy, if I eat too much dairy, my esophagus starts swelling up with weird white spots along the walls and lining, and it closes up and makes it hard to swallow food. Hard enough to the point that the other day I was eating a cheeseburger from McDonald's and I was in the car waiting
Let's get moving.
for
Frozen in place.
I was waiting in line for a pharmacy script. The line was super fucking long. And I didn't have a drink because I wanted to save money. I had a water bottle. I had to pause. I put my hand on my chest because it got stuck. I almost threw up in the car because I couldn't get my food down. I was like, okay, first, don't panic. That's your first instinct when the food gets stuck in your throat. Your first instinct is to panic. You have to stay calm or it will get worse. I stayed calm. I tried swallowing it down. I tried taking in water to help get it go down. It was so hard. Every time I think about it and remember the feeling, my throat wants to close up right now. How do you fix it? You just don't eat dairy. It's really stupid. There's no actual medicine for it, apparently. There's a slurry kind of thing you can take that tastes absolutely nasty that you have to try and coat your esophagus walls with. That sounds disgusting. They're like, no, I did that for 2 years, I'm not doing that again. These people just keep doing it. And even the allergy doctor is like, don't do this, stop eating these things that you know are bad for you, or we're gonna have to do surgery, we're gonna have to go in there, in your throat, take a balloon, and inflate it to really stretch out your throat, it will hurt. I was like, what kind of a doctor are you that you scare me like this? I mean, I can understand trying to get your point across, but it's like when I was diagnosed with hypersomnia, the doctor that did the sleep study, my parents were asking, what can we do? And he's like, well, your only option, because I explained that most of my friends live in different time zones, so I'm always on my computer late at night to talk to them and play with them. He's like, yeah, you can't do that no more. No more friends. No more fun. No more of this. No more of that. He was very, very prude, I want to say. Maybe not the right word. He was very mean. Like, he did not care. Like, his job was more important than me. He made me sob. He made me actually cry in public, and I don't like crying in public. He was like, yeah, you can't do that. And then this medicine we're gonna give you, you're gonna take it. It's the same kind of medicine that people will get addicted to and become drug addicts from. And it's also gonna have bad effects on your heart. Probably send you into heart attacks. But we don't give a shit. Take this medicine, don't have friends. That's your new life now. Like, oh my god. Shut up for a second. Like, even my parents were appalled by what he was saying, especially about the drug addict part. And I'm like, and I'm just sitting there in tears, my face wet and red, tears streaming down my face, and he did not bat an eye. He showed no remorse, no emotion whatsoever, other than the fact that he thinks he's better than everyone else. We never saw that doctor again, and we didn't do any of the things he said. Or at least I didn't. I have never touched that medicine that he recommended. I've never even seen the medicine that he recommended. Thank God for that. I forgot what I was doing. I might for this to be a chill stream while I work on stuff, but now it's kind of becoming a ranting stream. I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh. Is he playing with the telenovela? Well, my friend, he got the Tomodachi Life game, and he made an island where he put all of us on it, including me, and I'm literally one of the only few girls on the whole island, because most of the friends in our group are guys. So I think it's me and like 3 or 4 other girls, and then like 20-something other guys. I just saw on my phone that he's streaming in the Discord. Like, oh, is he doing the telenovela? As a friend of a friend coined it. That game is so funny. Your little Mius, they do things that you would never expect yourself to do in real life. And then the little pets function. I have a sea butterfly that just floats in front of my face. And then my friend Edge, he has, I don't know, some weird not flying squirrel or something that just makes fart noises. When I upload the video for this stream to YouTube, I might change the title to barely Genshin, mostly ranting, because that's kind of what I've been doing for the past 50-something minutes.
Propagate!
Booba, get them! I'll settle this.
Where are you going? Like, I didn't see you, like... The person who owns this account, they originally had the Dragon's Bane on Zhongli, but I don't think they were using Zhongli. I put the Fragonius Lance on her for ER. She's also the only Poland character they have. Look, and they don't have any Hydro characters yet. I totally did not just get spooked by the, I don't know. Why do people never knock? That actually spooked me. My heart is beating. It hurts. What do you mean it's ready? It's only 4:30. get my heart rate to go down now. I'm a little bit curious. There's just one thought in the back of my mind that what if like the companies, GameStop and Goodwill and stuff, these people that I've worked for in the past, what if they come after me because of this stream, because of the shit that I said on here? And well, part of me is like, oh god, I'm gonna be scared out of my mind. But then the other part of me is like, fuck you. If you have a problem with it, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a sign that you need to change how you do things. And you can't sue me or anything because I didn't do anything wrong.
Now I got stomach cramps.
What do you mean you got stomach cramps? I didn't reveal trade secrets. I didn't, say illegal things. I didn't dox anybody. I literally did nothing wrong. So if they try and sue me for all the stuff I said, it's not gonna go anywhere. You have nothing on me.
Our bond is strong.
DoorDash, on the other hand, I want somebody to take them to court and win. Because DoorDash needs to be humbled like there is no tomorrow.
Scatter! Dodge this!
I'm gonna keep trying DoorDash for a bit longer, and if I get a third contract violation that gets like the dispute gets rejected yet again, that's it. I'm switching to a different platform entirely, because fuck DoorDash. They don't give a shit. Ow! Oh, yeah. This way.
Catch the wind.
Alright, so go to the resin part.
There's no way to this. This moment will be frozen.
Dissipate.
Dodge this.
Stand with me.
Oh my god. Okay, there he goes. Look at this guy. He's not dying. Why is it? Oh no, right there. Come here, you little weasel. Hmm.
None of this will go to waste.
I should hope not. What?
Our bond is strong. Out of my way.
Cool it. Spring forth.
Nice and spicy.
A little and a breath. not my account. Woohoo!
Looking for a fight? I'll settle this. You're toast!
Nah.
Dodge this. Cool it. Propagate.
Our bond is strong.
There we go. I was waiting for that.
Dodge this. Scatter.
Stand with me.
Ugh. There's still grass in my eye. Are you kidding me? Ugh. I need a bathtub for my eyes.
This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze.
Dissipate.
Dodge this.
Lightning purified.
Freeze.
Will you quit throwing dirt at me?
Out of the frying pan into the pot. Eat this.
Propagate.
You. Wow. I think she just elbowed him away from it. Oh, it looked like she did. No, wait, she did. Hmm. No. Yeah. Okay.
Cool it. Scatter.
I'll settle this.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Lola, get them.
Give me it.
All right.
I
This will do.
need it. Ah.
Race you.
I see it, I see it, I see it. Yank. Now. Off we go to Chanyeol Vale. Who's taking it? Yes! I get to go to the Asian. Yeah! My mom texted me, he's like, would you want to go run to the Asian market and choose some fun candies as a thank you present for Mr. Who knows who, sometime tomorrow. I don't know who this person is. No, I'm not saying her name, I'm sure. So I just texted her back, all caps, why, uh-oh. I just got a severe thunderstorm warning on the weather app for my area. It's gonna hit in like 2 minutes. Dang, that's some warning. Well, I guess we got 2 minutes left to stream. Ow. That's on my back. I want to at least grab this waypoint right here. I could get Genevieve later. And then I want to finish the commissions. Because the guy that I'm doing this account stuff for, I don't think he knew about this thing. Oh gosh, I can already hear the thunder. So I started on this for him. And the only constellation available, the only 5-star he has, so tenor, which I'm assuming he got on the standard banner. The storm would explain why my ears hurt. Different from usual. Oh yeah. Now I just found a blossom thing to use resin on. Yes, this works. Oh, and I think I need to go and get the fishing pole as well. Oh yeah, I said earlier that I was watching a movie pass documentary. Oh, I said I was watching a documentary. I didn't say what it was. It's for movie pass. For those in America, I don't know if it was ever outside of America or just America. Back in like 2017 and stuff, there was a subscription called Movie Pass. It allowed you to go and see movies in the theaters more often. I remember back when it gained popularity, my parents found it, they showed it to me and my sister, and my first thought was, this seems fishy. This is weird. Because there was nothing like it. There were subscriptions for things like Netflix or Redbox, but not Movie Pass, not like in-theater stuff.
Germinate.
No, I miss Redbox. But we had it, we did it a bit, and then suddenly it just kind of vanished one day. It's like, where'd it go? I don't know, it's not available anymore. I watched a documentary for it today, and I learned a lot. It was founded by 2 black guys that wanted to have more diversity in mainstream movies and stuff. and then the company was basically stolen from them, or not stolen. In this, they had white people represent the company, and then the white people who were really bad with decisions voted the founders off the board and had them leave the company. And the two CEOs of this company, of MoviePass, all red flags. They did not care about the company. They didn't care about the service in the way that they should have. I don't know. They committed fraud. They stole from customers. Is a huge rabbit hole of this company's. This whole subscription thing is not what you think it is. It's the documentary's on HBO. I highly recommend going and watching it for yourself, because there's so much in that documentary that I can't explain on my own without getting a lot of stuff wrong. It's definitely worth the almost 2 hours you spend watching it. What is this? Why is this suspicious? I can't tell if that's a plane or. Oh, thank you for the sparkles. Dang it, that means Chad is not showing up on the screen again. I can't tell if that sound outside is a plane or a thunder, because I actually do live close to an airport. I have to look up the chat to the Twitch app on my phone. Okay, no, yeah, that was thunder. That I know. It's the. Oh my gosh. I think there's something wrong with the Wi-Fi at home, because it has no internet when I use it. But then, when I take my phone off of Wi-Fi and just use data, it's like, oh yeah, we're good. What do you mean? Okay. I gotta get this bitch out of here. Ah! Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Dodge this.
No. Stop doing that.
Frostbite.
You are out of here. Where are you? Oh my gosh. And the beat drop. Yes. That's why I had him grind to get condensed resin. I was just at the hill. I'm on the time. I'm on the time limit. That. Yippee. Just not gonna go and get these later. That he can. Okay. his inventory, be like, what is all this stuff? Like, it's the stuff you should have gotten when we unlocked Liyue.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
What? Oh, that. No, I'm not doing that. That's fucking ridiculous. Okay. Okay. There. He's up to it. What's that? Oh, wait. Well, then where's the? Huh? Where's the J chamber? Weird. What else? No, yeah, that's gonna be at 0 for a while. I'm gonna have the ice bridge there. Yippee.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Okay. Oh, I don't want to suffer his account. Now to go on my account and do my dailies. Give me a sec. Oh my god. The thunder is so loud now. Today will be my last day and I will get the feather.
The whole world shares the bounty of the skies, the rain and cloud.
No, I already did all the castings. Oh, right, it's Friday.
The earth beneath.
Nope. 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 No. No. Well, dang. Who can I do on Friday?
The moon was never meant to be a
Reword that. Who can I grind for on Friday? Never mind. It sounds worse either way. I don't know the ring coming on. Alright, I was doing weapon stuff. Once your new unit. I didn't even see that I got a new follow. Thank you for the follow, Queen Helga. That's what my phone is funny like that. Oh right, I was working on artifacts for this guy. What happened to his... Did they give it to me? You know we're gonna use artifacts too, because he needs a better clam. He needs a better sands. And maybe a better circle. Wow. My plans of doing DoorDash for the dinner rush tonight might not happen after all, because now it is raining and soon to be storming. Funny how it says very busy on the map. It says guaranteed rate for the dinner rush, but for earning by time, it's only still $12 an hour. It's like, you want people to go out there in this weather? You gotta raise the price, boy. This ain't a cherry. That's fine. Let's go. Oh yeah, I can hear the rain coming down hard. Oh wait, there was something I was gonna look at, because I have a little statue thingy of this character, a figurine. I got it off Temu for cheap. And looking at it now, the biggest differences are the lighter colors on the statue, and also the purple tassel scarf thing around her neck. The one on my statue is white, like it was never painted. Like, oh god. And then the white flower on around the midsection has no detail. Oh yeah, that thing is definitely cheap.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
It's nothing. Don't waste my time. Without further ado. Like the dust.
The way I have my new lewd set up is made specifically for this Geo team, Lunar Geo team, and specifically to work with Zabai. Zabai, lunar stuff. But the way I have my new lewd, you might have noticed his artifacts are different. That is so that he can help deal with lunar geo damage. And it also increases his EM. Actually, that one's not too bad. Look at this resin. Oops, wait, I missed that. The boy is still 6'7".
Ad Astra Abbott.
Right? Was that what they're for? I never understood what these points were for. I thought they just made commissions automatically pop up faster.
Thank you
Oh.
for completing today's.
I didn't know that. Look at that, you learn something new every day. Then, yes. Next week. Oh my gosh, only 2 more weeks and then I get yippee! Oh my gosh. Yes. Did you know? For the gacha system in Love and Deep Space, instead of costing 160, it costs 150 per pull. Like, what? So theirs is just 10 bits cheaper. It's crazy. And Zane still steals all of my pulls from Cyprus. That crazy doctor. Oh. Nope. Ew, But it doesn't have all these other things on it. Nah, it's fine.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to be friendly.
Because the more. Alright. That's it. It's gonna be storming really hard soon, and I don't want to be streaming and the power supply go out. And then, I'm also just tired and hate to pee.